Hello, this video is going to be about Language B for the IB program. The IB stands for the International Baccalaureate. And here we have Language B. Because we're in Barcelona, Spain, a lot of the students do English B. Language A in the IB program is considered to be that student's native language. So a lot of times here at some of the international schools, the students do a language A like Spanish, for example, or they may do English, and then language B, which would be like their second language. So for a native Spanish speaker, they might do Spanish as language A and then English as language B, or vice versa. Sometimes we will have native English speakers do language A English and then Spanish language B. So this video is going to be for English B, and when we open this folder, we can see that we have a number of resources. Here's a good textbook for the new English. So we have English B second edition, and we also have the subject brief, which is a brief explanation of the course, and then the guide here. So if I open up the subject brief, I can see that it is for the first assessment starting in 2020. So we're now in 2022. So they've been doing that for a couple of years now. And then as we look at the assessment, how the student is graded, we can see that the individual oral is 25% of the grade. So it's a quarter of the grade. So it's quite important. Then when we go to the textbook, we're on page 373 of the textbook. And then here it starts to give us an explanation of the higher level oral. There is standard level and higher level. This video is going to be dedicated to higher level. And so it explains what is expected and what the format is, what your timing is, what are the times. So this is a really good resource. So it would be good to go through all of these pages. It gives an example. Also, there's an audio track of a student performing an individual oral, and so that you will find here as we go to the audios here, and then that's track 23 that's there. So that could be interesting to use as well, the sample audio. And so please go through these pages to understand what the oral assessment is about and what they need to do. Then also in the guide, as we go to the IB guide about English or language B, we're here on page 50, and then it gives us a summary of the oral as well. So we can see that the student is shown 2 extracts of up to approximately 300 words each, one from each of the 2 literary works studied. Often the student will know the literary work studied in advance. The student chooses one of the extracts and prepares a presentation on that. And so they have 20 minutes for that. Then the student presents the extract, 3 to 4 minutes. The teacher engages with the student on the content of the extract. And so basically here in the IB guide, it's explaining each of the steps and what is expected and the assessment criteria starting at around page 50. So please do look at that as well.